Well, what can I say as I'm getting changed today other than it's bloody raining? Get up and start the day, they said. Make the most of it, they said. Keep those positive vibes on repeat, he said. Make the bed, he said. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your faces to a new dawn and a new day, he said. We're cock-a-doodle-doo. This is a new vlog for you. All right, we're going to stop the annoying rhyming right now, as I am overlooking the UK looking absolutely miserable today. But hey, the difference a day makes. Where I'm hoping the same can be said for when I stand on these scales. Because over the last month and a half, my fitness has kind of gone out the window. I've been travelling, I've been drinking, I've been partying, and it's been brilliant. But what's not been brilliant is the lack of exercise I've been doing, to the point where my target weight of 70 kg has kind of been knocked out the window. And we're about to find out whereabouts I am in that region. So with every gram removed from my body, let's do this. And the survey says, well, it's kind of 70 kg. Closer to 71, but we'll get there. Now, it's a Tuesday morning at 9:30. I usually go to the gym. However, it is 11:23 and I have not been. And that's not because I've skipped it or missed it. It's because I need to schedule in with my PT to get back at it. But I've decided I am not going to wait around to try and get into this fitness grind. This is a new week of returning from epic adventures, and we're getting shit done. So we're starting with the most important meal of the day, which is breakfast. But I think we have no semi-skimmed milk, and this is out of date. But we're sticking to our diet and cutting no corners, and we're going to the shops. And in my attempt to stay fit, we're braving the storm and going for a stroll. Always look on the bright side of life. £10 from Costco, this thing. Look at the freaking size of it. And you got two. Oh, bloody hell. But as they say in the biz, it is what it is. And guys, this is how we get up. This is how we get motivated, and this is how we start our day. Could have driven down to the shops, would have taken me 2 minutes. Probably would have saved a hell of a lot of time in the long run, but I don't know. I like getting out the house, getting some fresh air, and feeling good. I must resist the temptation. With my diet back in place now, I must only drink on weekdays. Sunny random Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays, no. And whoever's idea it was to bring an umbrella but not waterproof shoes, I would just like to say to you, you're an idiot. Anyway, we've made it to our destination, and now all we need is milk. Lovely. And thus commences the long stroll home. And by long I mean like 3 to 4 minutes. Alas, the moist adventurer returns. There you go, there's a bit of exercise for the day. What a piece of kit. Note to self though, next time take waterproof shoes, because they are soaked. And okay, at 11:55, should we finally have some breakfast? Ooh, and I also picked some of these protein thin bagels and some whole smooth peanut butter as a bit of a snack thing or something for lunch. I found with trying to like lose weight and just be a bit healthier, it's just like the little things. You don't have to just completely annihilate everything, but just make small changes. Like for me, I used to have a cup of tea with 2 sugars. Now I have a spoonful of honey in it instead. Rather than snacking on chocolate or crisps, I'll have a banana. Rather than having Crave cereal, I will have Porridgio. And slowly but surely, you'll soon see the difference. Don't you love how I've gone from horse food to prison slop? Don't get it twisted. They both taste great, but they just don't look the best. Moment of truth. Did I do a good job? And have I still got it in me? Wow. Tastes great, but it's fucking boiling. It was very good. Now for a cup of tea, I'm saying good morning, Kevin. I still have no idea if his water system is doing him any good and he's enjoying it. But he seems like a happy chappy. Unlike my current feelings to this situation. The basement is abysmal. But for you people who pay attention in the vlog, I've actually got Jack, who's friends with Con, and some of his building business associates coming around tomorrow to assess and put together, putting a door in place there, a stud wall across, and then building out soundproofing in here. So I'll have my very own setup, and I need to get it sorted ASAP, because as much as I love this situation, I will definitely say when the new Call of Duty Zombies comes out at the end of the year, I very much want a setup ready to rock and roll and to be soundproof, so I can shout and scream as loud as I need to and not wake Lydia and Alfie up in the house. Remember me saying this for in the future when she says she's moving out because I'm too loud. Now I'm having myself about 25 minutes of video game time, and then we're cracking on with some workouts because we've got to get those gains, not just in the real world, but in the virtual world. 2 hours later. And yeah, I'm not actually joking. 2 hours has gone by since I started my 25-minute gaming session, because I did the gaming session. I was like, right, time to crack on and be productive. And I thought, you know what? I actually need to ring my local Metropolitan Borough Council members, because I received a letter through the other day telling me that I owe them some money. And I was like, this number cannot be right in the slightest. So I thought, you know what? I need to call them, deal with it. So I carried on playing video games. And carried on playing video games, and carried on playing video games as I went deeper down the rabbit hole. And it turns out, I'm in a current position where I owe my local council £7,000. Yeah, I'm not even joking. This is the house next door, which has a council tax bill attached to it of a whopping £7,000. I got the letter through and I had to double check it as to like, is this even for this property? I can't wrap my head around it. And that's because, are you ready for something embarrassing I'm not proud to say, is I've actually owned this now for 2 years. Yeah, not happy about that in the slightest. It should have been knocked down by now and we should be in the process of building something new. But throughout the last 2 years, I've had family health problems, I've lost family members, and I've had a son come into my life, so I've been a little bit distracted with everything going on. But not a good enough excuse to the fact that the council said, hey, listen, you, after your first year of not doing anything with it or living in it, you pay a normal council tax bill. But after 2 years of no one living in it or you doing anything with it, the council tax bill goes up by double. So I've had a £7,000 bill come through for that. Now, obviously, I'm not too best pleased with this situation because no one wants to receive a bill for £7,000. And the thing is, if I would have knocked the house down in the first place, in the first year, we wouldn't have had to pay the first year of council tax. But we were doing things like setting fireworks off inside it. And then just all sorts of other shenanigans. So that was A-okay. It was being used, it served a purpose, you pay the tax. Because in life you can't avoid two things, and that's death and taxes. So happy to pay it. But in the second year, I was completely unaware about the whole fact of if someone isn't technically classed as living in it, then your council tax is going to double. But in the most random circumstances of events, there may be a saving grace. And I didn't think I'd be saying this in the slightest, but do you recall when the water in the house next door bursted and flooded the house? Roll it. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Well, that technically left this house uninhabitable because it completely ruined the house. The water system was written offline. We had to cut off the power from the mains to the point where we had to take out the actual fuse box and everything. And unfortunately, all the mold and water just wrecked the complete inside of the house. And that was over a year ago. And if we even wanted to, after the first year of doing shenanigans like the fireworks and having fun inside there, in the second, we would not have been in any way, sort of safe, legal way, be able to rent this house or have someone living in it because it simply wasn't safe. So, because of that and the fact that I've documented it on this YouTube channel of the water bursting and the insides getting all ruined, it may be able to come into play that we can provide that to the government to show them hey, no one can actually live in this house. Do we have to pay the council tax? And after a phone call that was on for a few hours, it may come in clutch that we can somehow end up avoiding this £7,000 fine. Don't get me wrong, I'll be absolutely ecstatic if we don't have to pay a £7,000 for this house, but I would much more prefer that the water never leaked. It didn't cause 40 grand's worth of damage, because even though we haven't knocked this down by now, I would have turned this into the ultimate content room with a PO Box live streaming room, a podcast room and all that sort of stuff. But the damage genuinely was that bad that after conversations with architects, my dad and builders and stuff like that, the probably best thing to do is to actually rip it down. So your time is a ticking, number 12. And after another phone call with Brad, the architect, who's been helping me design what we're going to make this house look like, he's putting 4 final sort of concept designs together. We're going to put them into renders and we're going to put it to a vote to you guys as to which one you think this house would best suit. Obviously, I'm going to give my input and my feedback of which one I would prefer, but through your guys' opinions, we're going to decide what is going to be the design for the house next door. We're going to go for quotes, we're going to go for planning, we're going to go for everything, and then are you ready for it? I think we're going to get on with it. But if you could just do me a favour and leave a like rating on the video to put out some good juju into the universe, that when the council people see this, they'll be like, oh yeah, no one can live here, we're going to let him off this time. I'd really appreciate it. Alrighty, I am supposed to be actually doing a workout in the house. And I was supposed to do it first thing this morning, but it is now 4 PM in the evening. And as much as I'd like to just pick up those weights and start lifting them, I want to get a really good workout in, and there's one piece of equipment that I just want to help me do that. And I think we're gonna go and get it now. Gonna need these. Gonna say hello to these. Hello, my boy. Hey there. Oh, he's always such a happy chappy, but because I've like lost like my entire day being stuck on the phone to the council, I'm gonna quickly load up with a bit of a... I was gonna say, can this class as brunch? I think it's more of a dunch. Okay, looks pretty good. But does it taste it? Because I hate things with seeds on. It's not best. I definitely prefer that and that, but this is the healthier option. What are you doing? Are you laughing at your daddy about to make a very stupid mistake? Because the fact that it is 4:30 right now means I am going to be driving towards Stockport, which, Lydia, what's Stockport like at 4:30?
It's the worst place you could drive to.
Legitimately in our local area. Hey, but that's me doing the whole needs must and going up. Are you coming? Look at your teeth. Now, I would take Alfie with me, but obviously, if we're picking up heavy equipment, I'm going to need this thing. And it's not the best ride for a grown-ass man, let alone a baby. So in the thick of a rush hour, let's do this. Sat-nav is saying it's going to take us 17 minutes. I kind of don't believe it, but I'll be impressed to see if we actually do get there at 5:04. But I'm just a little bit worried at what time we're gonna get back. Yep, here it begins. This is the traffic coming back, and this is me getting into the thick of the traffic. I told you, man. I told you this time was wrong. I've got it into Waze so I can work out the fastest point to get me there, but nah, man. Shenanigans. Shenanigans of the highest degree. And she's looking at me. Hello, you alright? Hiya. Don't know why. She seemed very excited to look at me, so I waved. That was awkward. My bad. There's nothing more I love to do on a Tuesday than to sit in traffic at 5 o'clock. I don't understand, like, this place closes at 8 PM. Why didn't I just go at like 7? Like, that made way more sense, but I'm the kind of person who, when he wants to get shit done, he does it now. So, it's my own fault. Let me just check my sat-nav real quick, because I'm trying to work out if I'm in Stockport or bloody Egypt. Friggin' pyramid. And just what I feared, bumper to bumper traffic the entire way I'm going home. Don't want to talk about it anymore, I'm over it. I'm 4 minutes away from my destination and everything's going to be A-okay. However, oh dear. I didn't quite check they even sell what I want or if they've got it in stock. I'm an idiot. But I have arrived at my... Oh my gosh, can I even... Yes, thank gosh for that. I was about to say, I don't think I can fit through this maximum height thing. But they've left one open for me. Cheers, boys. And I'm going to slam this in right here. Thank you. I was going to say perfect parking, but just need to adjust just a little bit. Like so. There we go. Look at that. Oh, done and dusted and... Hey, up. 5:03. The sat-nav was right, okay. Alright. Decathlon, here we go. And please, for the love of God, have what I need in stock. They've got all things camping, all things boating, and alas, all things gymming. Look at this. Please, can you have what I want? Aha, there we go. This is kind of what I've come for, a bench. And I don't need any of this, I just want this. The Bodybuilding Bench 900. I'm not even kidding, that's the name. And I think I've located where they're stored. Come to daddy. And conveniently, it looks like it's actually the last one. So I've taken it to the front of the tills. But before I go, I'm obviously getting distracted by other things, and I'm going to grab myself a set of darts. Because my one's at home and knackered. So one bench and a mat for it to go on and some darts. That's all she wrote. Le beep. And £184 later, we're done. Home time. I bloody love this car. It fits. Now get me home. Hey, and before we set off, I want to give a shout out to Ben from Decathlon and your girlfriend who watch the vlogs. You're legends. And you know what? In actual fact, I'm going to give a shout out to a mass amount of you guys because so many people I meet are in like couples or families, and it's always one person who was like sat watching the vlogs, and from them watching them, their partner or significant other or family ended up having to deal with my voice in the background and eventually just was like, so what's that you're watching? And then got into the vlog. So if you're someone who got your family or friends or someone into the vlog, can I just say thank you very much? I do appreciate you. Like, honestly, the fact that a vlog might say, oh, it's got 200,000 views, in reality, it's more like 400,000 views because the family, the significant other or whoever are sat next to him watching it at the same time. And some of you guys are like, my girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever won't let me sit and watch the vlog until we're together. It's like cheating on a Netflix series or something. It's amazing, but honestly, thank you. All right, it is indeed 5:30. What time will we get home? Let's find out. Oh, I can't go this way. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to sneak back around the other way. Awkward turtle, awkward turtle, awkward turtle. What's that? Actually, I'm gonna have to pull in this place. Don't worry. I could probably fit through this being 6'10", but honestly, after my last trip to the tip and smacking the barrier, I'd rather just play it safe every single time. So, yeah. To everyone who laughed at me in the car park then, because there was cars behind me as I was like, one sec, let me reverse out of here. I apologise. And on the open road, we go! And the traffic is only saying 20 minutes to get us home, which, in all fairness, ain't that bar, bloody hell. It's flashing 40. Ah, it's bumper to bumper. If this was a horn, I'd be smacking it. Look who I found hiding in the bushes. It's a fucking Rosers. I find them everywhere, the little shits. I don't mean that in a bad way, it's just sneaky buggers. Now, I wasn't planning on this, but I'm gonna have to make a bit of a pit stop. Oh, look at this fucking incredible driver. Sick indication there. At Morrison's, because Lydia needs me to pick up something for Alfred in the form of a thermometer, because the poor little dude is apparently not too well and he might have a bit of a temperature, so I need to pick up a thermometer to do a bit of a temperature check on him. So let's whip this into here. Skadoosh! Did you wait? I don't know if you heard that on the camera, but I did a wheel, like a tyre squeak. Alright, and right near the front. Oh, look at that! It's meant to be! Perfecto! No, how do I stop my car? Kind of forgot. Okay, so hopefully I won't get knocked over. As to Morrison's, we go. Fingers crossed, one child's thermometer incoming. I don't think it's for kids, but it'll do. Grazie. Prego. Now we've got the goods and I'm hoping this'll do. I'm actually sad that I even have to get this in the first place, but before I go home I'm going to home base. What the hell was what was rattling so loud over there? I'm going to home base because I've run out of a certain something. Oh, you know what it is. You already know what it is. Oh, it's a really useful box. Bloody hell, I forget how big these ones actually are. Whoa, home base, this place has changed. Look at this get up. There is so much furniture out here. I tell you something, that is very nice. That is very, very nice. Ooh. Bit of me. And 20% off when you spend £300? I think that might be a challenge accepted for another day. Look at this setup. Mate, there's so much nice. Look at freaking hell. That's a bit of fancy. But I need to stay focused. We're here for one thing and one thing only. And that is an 80-litre Reno. All right, we're off. Oh dear, I can see an ambulance with its blues and twos on behind me. I'm gonna have to do what every British person does in this situation, and that is get the fuck to the left. Go, 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 go. Nice. The pride you feel in knowing you've helped that ambulance get past faster is, oh, it's glory. Oh, look at it. It's that poor ambulance is driving into bumper-to-bumper traffic. Come on, guys, shift. Shift aside. That's right, van. Get to the side. Get to the side. Let him past. Look at them all just merging to the left. Oh, that's another kind of feeling, that. Look at them all move. Yes, good humans, good humans. Oh, and at long last I've actually made it home so I can crack on with my workout. But wait, I can't, because I've still got to build the bloody bench. So let's poke this down there, but not go down there, and then reverse towards the back door so I can get it straight out, get it built, and get my grind on. And what time is it? 6:05. Been gone for hours. Who doesn't love a lovely side quest? Okay, how many weeks is it going to be before this is covered in dust? I'd like to say that that's not going to happen, but we all know that when you get any sort of a gym equipment, like, it gets to a point where you use it, and then you just leave it, and it just harbors it everywhere. So I reckon we're easily going to get a minimum of 10 weeks use out of it, because then I'll be back at the 10 weeks point. And the thing is, if I'm going to the gym, say Tuesday, Thursday, still, if I stay into that routine, and I've got this to be doing some like extras on random days, mate, we might see the gains return way quicker than we actually got them on in the first place. So hey, I'm excited to see where we can get to next. I broke that bloody door. Hello there. Daddy's home again. Look what I've got for you. It was the only thermometer I could find, so I hope it's okay. But should we tell him what's wrong with him a little bit?
He just seems to be a bit snotty and he's got a bit of a cough.
Yeah, when he was sleeping in his night, it was like it was almost like he was snoring. And the last time I checked, 6-month-olds shouldn't be snoring, should they? Should they? And go on. Lydia just rang me as I was pulling into the house, which I've been bombarded with on like social media. But do you remember when we went to Thailand and we stayed at that hotel, that Anantara, which was just like, honestly, if someone said, where do you want to travel to next? Switzerland is up there, but above that would be Anantara in Thailand. What are you watching?
Oh, it's called The Mother of the Bride.
And where they stayed in the hotel in that show? Ayo! So it's that good they based an entire show around it. No, the thermometer goes in your mouth, not the box, you bloody bat. I was going to say a swear word, but I didn't say it. Love you. Okie dokie. Place your bets. Is this going to take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 2 hours? Because, at this rate, I guarantee I'm just not going to end up getting a workout in today. But no excuses. Let's get shit done. Part of me's thinking we should just build it out here and then carry it in. I'd have a lot more space. You know what? I'm actually going to do that. That's a great idea. Wow. So I just brought out this knife to cut off the pieces of plastic to get into it. And as I was rotating the box like that, I've given myself a paper cut of just unbelievable depth. Like, my hand's shaking. It hurts that bad. And it's that deep that it's not even started bleeding yet. Ow. But 1 second, I feel like someone's at my front door. And they are! Who's at my house? It's you! Context, it's my goddaughter and she's here because after the party we had before we went away, she left her booster seat in the back of Lydia's car. So there it is, she's come to collect it and she's ransacking me of not only the booster seat, but also... Where is it? Ah, there we go. An entire case of pink and yellow Prime. Your Prime's on the front, and I'm going to have to leave you with it because I've got another guest arriving at my house. In the form of a Gavin Lomax. Look at you. See, I need to stay on top of the gym like you because you look ripped and I've just got fat again. Okay. And off he goes after a very successful conversation because we're getting the final quotes together for leveling this drive and potentially getting to a point of stage 1 of foundations for the extension of the garage coming across the front here. Picture on screen, that is what I want it to get it to a point of, and hopefully if we can get that going, that'll be absolutely amazing. It's all coming down again to the final thing of, if the cost is right, we'll get it done. So here's to hoping for the best. You're not going to believe this. I just posted a lovely picture of you and me from Trevor and Chelsea's wedding, right? And I posted it 45 seconds ago. It instantly popped up saying, Caleb liked your Instagram picture. And I was like, Caleb? I was like, I don't know any of my mates called Caleb, right? You won't believe who it is. You know Clarkson's Farm?
Yeah.
Caleb from there. I followed him on Instagram about like 2 days ago. For some reason, he's followed me back and he just liked the photo.
No way!
I was like, there's no freaking way. I just sent him a voice note being like, mate, how out of it, he follows like 300 people. I'm like, out of anyone you're following, why are you following me?
I love that.
Mate, get me to Diddley Squat Farm. I Google mapped it today. It's 3 hours away. Caleb and Clark's farmer side, Lydia. Oh, we got mushrooms mange too, baby corn, in like a stir fry. Mm-hmm. And what are you eating? Sat at the table. What are you eating? You got broccoli, blueberries,
Yeah.
Fake Watsits. Or kid-friendly Watsits. Oh, carrot puffs. There we go. Lovely. I'm absolutely dumbfounded right now. Like, I actually shocked of how quickly things went from popping up like in an Instagram post to picture on screen now. Me and Caleb FaceTiming. What is that? What is that about? That is so bizarre. I can't believe it. He's got two kids. He said hello to Alfie, saw Lydia, just chatting away with him. And honestly, like, you know, you guys know my passion of like wanting to like find land, and it's always been my dream to do it, and the land on the back of it. He then decided to start having a sunset view off with me, showing in his view, but out of anyone in the world he's about to have a competition with, he decided to try and do it with me, and I was like, I don't think so, lad. Look at that. But what are the chances of that? He used to watch the zombie videos back in the day, and that's how he knows about me. Honestly, I'm in disbelief that we've literally just been watching the latest series, and then I'm just chatting with him on FaceTime. And I said, like, you know, if you're up in Manchester, you know, we'll have to get together for a beer. And he's like, yeah, if I come down there, we'll have to get together as well. But he was like, don't come down just yet, because it is extremely rammed because of the new series, which I can absolutely believe. But that's crazy. And I said to him, I said, this is just how like my life's gone, because everyone who used to watch my like gaming videos back in the day, so say when they were like 15, 16 or whatever, right? It's 10 years on now. I actually said this about like you guys and your families watching it. It's 10 years on now, and like you're all like grown ass men with beards and kids and families and all this sort of stuff. Like, it's mental. Like, and Caleb was like, he was like, your house is such a YouTuber house. I was like, I was one of the first YouTubers to ever build their own house. I was like, what do you mean it's such a YouTuber house? If anything, helped set the freaking trend. Like, literally, I think I was like the first YouTuber to build their own house from scratch, rather than just like go and buy one or something. And he was like, yeah, that's a very valid point. And then I showed him like the 1 million subscriber button downstairs, and then the diamond plaque, which I'm so glad I managed to get. And he just went, in the end he went, oh wait, so I technically helped build that house. And I was like, you know what? For watching the videos, and this is anyone, and I'll never ever forget this, because of you guys watching these, like the gaming videos back in the day and the vlogs back in the day, you 100% built this house. And honestly, without you guys, I won't be where I am today. So let me just truly, again, from the bottom of my heart, as always, say thank you. And Caleb, if you happen to see this, so lovely to chat to you, and I can't wait to cross paths again in the future. Mate, madness. Okay, now, what time is it? 9:12 in the evening. The sun is indeed setting, and wow, that is some spectacular view. I'm gonna try and get this built with the power of a time lapse. Let's see what we can do. And at last, you can see again, and it's currently 9:45 at night, and I've finally got the chair made. I'm choking on the fly. I'm sorry, the lighting and angle of this got terrible, but I was focused on the sunset being absolutely beautiful, and I thought you'd appreciate that in the short amount of time lapse that I had. I actually turned on my outside lights, let me show you. Running all around the edge so there was more light. And I brought out the world's lightest flashlight to just help with it a little bit. It probably did absolutely nothing, but I've built it. Look at this. I've got my chair that goes all the way down to 0, and then I can lay perfectly flat and do me weights and stuff like that. I can adjust it accordingly, and I'm hoping I built it properly, because if I haven't, there's only one thing that's going to happen, and that's me getting injured. But there you go. I did that in next to no time at all, and Andy now has himself some cardboard. Thanks, Andy. And all that's left to do is to bring it in. So should we do just that? Plenty of room there, mate. Plenty of room. Ooh, I hit the wall. Sorry. Don't quite know where... Took out a chunk out of the wall there. Where I'm going to put this, so it's not in the way all the time, but we'll work that out at a later date. But as for now, it's going there. Oop, and hang about. I almost forgot about my mat and my box. Okay, 9:45 at night, shall we? Okay, and for now, that'll do. It is getting extremely late, like it's getting closer to midnight by the hour. Every time I go to actually do the working out, time just flies on by. to the point that it's 11:36 right now. And you know what? I know this is annoying because I've just realised tomorrow at 10 a.m. Jack is coming to talk about the construction of the new setup, the new basement, it being my gaming office and everything, which I so badly need. But I am just thinking, with that AC in the ceiling all the way up there, this would make an absolutely incredible gym. I just never put a gym in this room, which it would actually make so much sense for, but I just never put it in here because I was like, I don't go to the gym, and if I put gym equipment in my house, I would never use it. But the thing is, through going to the gym and learning the techniques and stuff like that, which I am aware I've got the worst technique and posture in the world, I'm trying to improve, it actually is quite nice to have it in your house, because if I can't get down to the PT, they're not available, and I don't want to like deal with the gym one day, or I'm running a little bit behind because of scheduling or something, I could just come down into here, and if I had actually everything set up like that was a mirrored wall or something, I had like everything that I need, the machines and stuff like that, that'd be epic. But that's the thing, I don't want to just overwhelm an entire room dedicated to a gym that I'm simply not going to use all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm going to stick into a bit of a routine with it now, but with this and a mat, honestly, I think we might be able to see some progress. There's a lot of exercises that I do when I go down to the PT, you know, like using like the cable machines and stuff that I don't have access to here, which would be quite nice. But for the access to being able to fold this up and put this in the cinema room as storage and get it out of the way, I think it does the job pretty damn nicely. So, hey, I tell you what, I was going to say this wasn't that cheap actually, was it? In total, that and the darts, it was 180 quid. It wasn't that cheap, but the actual bench itself does the job, and it's nice and sturdy with some adjustable feet. So, hey, we'll take it. Now, it actually is really that late, guys. Look, it is, bloody hell, it is 11:38. So, I'm going to need to get my head down right now because I've got to be up early for the meeting. I've got to be prepped, and I need to know what I need to know going into it. So, listen, I'm going to wrap up this vlog now. I kind of like today. It felt like the much more Life of Tom-esque, getting up, I want to do something, getting it achieved and getting shit done sort of style that I like. And I think that's just something I've got to do more. I've just got to get up, get out the house immediately, because if I just sit in the house, I feel like I like sort of fester away, whereas I like just getting out about and getting motivated. So maybe that's what I need to do every morning when I wake up. Either go for a walk, go for a bike ride or something, and just start my day properly, you know what I mean? Like, get shit done. Little wins feel good and get a bit of exercise and fresh air in me to get me motivated. But hey, I'm getting hydrated for the nation. Look at that. That's one of the coolest Starbucks mugs I've ever seen. Lydia collects hundreds of these things, but I actually think I've got the best one. But regardless, distractions. I'm going to get my head down. I'm going to get to bed. I'm excited to find out what Mr. Lomax comes back with the talk about the drive. I'm really hoping it doesn't end up being the most expensive thing in the world. And it's worth noting, I asked him to send me an updated, revised price for the actual entire upstairs garage extension. Even though we're doing this room, it's not the most expensive thing. We're just putting a stud wall in and some units. Like, it's something for the meantime. Like, that's going to take like a year or something, 6 months to a year to complete, or even get the planning going again. Because, spoiler alert, I think it's been that long that we put in the planning to actually get the garage extension and stuff that I think it is currently passed and therefore not able to be done. So we're going to have to reapply for that, and that could take a little bit of time. But I've asked him to put together a revised quote for doing the drive work, the garage, and if it comes back at the right cost, I'm telling you this right now, we're getting cracking on. It's as simple as that. I want to see some like movement get going. I want to get motivated, and I want to see this house going in the right direction. We've been along the right lines, but there's just certain things I am not capable of doing, and therefore I need to bring in the big guns. So guys, I'm gonna go. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you did, leave a like, and click that subscribe button, and tune in tomorrow for a bit of a meeting where we're going to be speaking to Jack and his construction team about getting the basement going. It'd be so good to have a gaming setup again. But until next time, thanks for watching. I'm loving you, I'm leaving you, and as always, it's adios.